Hey guys, it's Nick the Booksmith. Welcome back, welcome back. You may remember this massive book that I was going to be recovering. We talked about the panel that would go on the front cover. You guys had, a vast majority had said, change the green, change the green. So I did. I changed the green to this blue with gold and copper swirls on it. Just a marble paper that I made a couple of years ago. I went ahead and I did an inset panel on the front cover with an antique rubbed gold, and I put corners just on the panel that has the marbled paper on it, and then of course the label that we had chosen, we had talked about back in that earlier video. I was going to film the whole thing, and then the COVID thing started and I wasn't able to get with my friend to ask her some questions. I wanted to get some opinions from her. And then I was able to work on it a little bit here and there right after my husband had his surgery. It was, well, I forgot. I'd forget, and then I'd turn on the camera and it would shut off or something. It just wasn't happening. I had to do a lot of adapting because the text block is not square. I had to make a cover that was square, but didn't make the text block look uneven. So there was a lot of mucking around and fiddling about and trying to get everything set correctly. I finally got it done. Yay! I ran out of the book cloth that I was going to use. It was like a charcoal gray, like a dark charcoal gray. I had run out and I didn't have quite enough to do this thick of a book. That ended up just not happening at all. So I ended up with this book cloth, and this is a textured book cloth, and it has a leather texture to it, which you could probably maybe see in the light. Probably see the little, just very, very subtle bands that I put on the spine. You see I made some little headbands that go up here, but very understated ones. I didn't want to detract from the book itself. My friend, she's not a fluffy kind of a girl, so I tried to go traditional, but respectfully grand. Give it a little bit of grandeur without overdoing it. She has not even seen it yet. Hopefully I've given this to you. I dropped it off on your doorstep before you get to see this video. For the end sheets, I used this paper, and it is from Pepin Press, and I think I've showed this to you before in another video. It brought the browns in from the book cloth, but it added a little bit more color without being too bright. And it also has blue that goes throughout the flowers to match the front a little bit. And I was able to save the papers that were falling out of the text block. I had to do some repairing of the paper because some of the pages were coming out of the text block. This paper is very, very brittle and very fragile. So I had to be very careful with even holding it and handling it. And I wanted it to be able to open and lay as flat as possible so that it could be easily leafed through without putting any stress on the already brittle pages. There are still original plates in the book as well. What Jamie wanted, she wanted it to be protected. The front and back covers were loose and not attached to the book anymore. She felt that that wasn't a safe environment for the rest of the book, which I agreed with. She said, I want to be able to look at it when I want to be able to look at it. She said, I'm afraid to touch it. So we can't have that. We can't have that. The binding was fairly stable, except for some of the pages that had come loose, but that was because of the paper itself and not necessarily the binding. I did, however, reinforce the binding in the spine I put another backing of super on it to stabilize the stitches that hold in all the pages. I was able to add another layer of archival adhesive to keep all that together. I saved all the, had little notes written on them. I saved all that and made sure that was still in there. And it was quite a project, but I am happy with how it turned out. I think Jamie's gonna love it and be happy that she'll be able to sit down and look through it whenever she wants to. So there is the Bible. I just wanted to take that opportunity to share this with you before it goes back to its home. Next is this little tiny book. Oh, it was a week or two ago. I guess it was a couple of weeks ago. One of the comments, I believe it was the Making the Children's Books video. Somebody was talking about little miniature dictionaries, and was it a dictionary and a thesaurus or something like that? They were really teeny tiny. That had reminded me that I was going to recover this. I will show you. I think I filmed almost everything. Like I said, I still need to get a new camera because I will look up and it will have shut off. So I think I got it all. Took a minute, and it was here and there over a few days. So I will piece all that together. I have not edited it yet. I just finished making the box. So the card is still in the camera and I haven't even checked it out yet. So hopefully I'm not making promises that I can't keep. This is a tiny little Webster's dictionary, and it is an 18,000 word dictionary, just barely 1.5 by 2. So it's little, it's tiny, but it's thick. It's a really thick little book, and just the text block is just under an inch wide, 24 millimeters, which is almost an inch. It was in sad shape. The text block was okay, but the covers were, again, threadbare and falling off. So I made a new cover for it out of this burgundy book cloth because it matched the cover that came on the original dictionary, and I put that on the front. I didn't want to lose that, so I kept that and I fixed it to the front of the book so that that would stay there. Filled the inside with marbled paper, and I reinforced the spine, kind of like what I did to the Bible, except in miniature form. And then the little box that it came in was, well, all the seams were falling apart. I created a new box out of the old box. I just used the pieces and made a new one. I just had to make it bigger because this one is bigger than the other one because the cover is thicker. I will go edit that, and hopefully you will see that here in a couple of seconds. Another thing that I wanted to show you, because you might ask, is going to be this gold striping that goes around and around and around. Instead of putting all of that on this video, I will do that in the next video. I will show you how I made that gold striping. Does that sound good? Alright guys, I hope you are having a fantastic week. I will get that video edited and I will tack it on to this one, but I will see you really soon in the next video. Bye guys!